Okay, so it has been a while since I posted a video. Just kind of getting through the holidays and whatnot. Had to take some time off, had to spend some money elsewhere. But as you can see, starting to come along quite nice. Got my dividers completed between the galley and the cabin area. As you can kind of see, still need to do a lot of work on those. I still have to frame them and put the front piece on the front of those and put my dividers up, but that's just kind of a skeleton of what those are going to look like. The two compartments on the side are basically going to hang a backpack and be able to put some like shoes in there and some folded clothes, and then in the middle, like I said, that's probably where I'm going to end up putting like my MacBook or something like that if I want to watch a movie. But that right there is an emergency exit window. So if you see that little lever on the bottom right there, that pulls up and that whole window will slide out, kind of like an awning, tips up. So that will allow for a lot of ventilation through there. The next step that I need to do is put the front piece on and then go up and over the roof. And that roof is going to have one of those awning type roof vents in it. So I'll have some pretty good ventilation, some pretty good light coming in. So, and as you can see, the door right here. So as you kind of look in there, you'll kind of see how that's set up. So like I said, still have a lot of work to do, still have a lot of fitting and trim and stuff like that, but as you can see, it's starting to come together. So definitely am liking the sizing and liking how everything's looking. Up inside here, you'll see that quite a bit of sleeping area there, and ample space underneath the entertainment center gear loft area for my feet. So still have a lot of sanding and a lot of fitting and stuff like that I got to do, but it's starting to take shape and starting to look like a trailer actually, which is pretty nice. This window right here was $60 and I bought it on eBay, but it's a brand new window, so pretty stoked about that. That just kind of screws into the side just like the door, but it looks pretty nice. Back here I'll put a little bit of shelving back here, and I'm going to cover this right here. I'm going to get some old maps or something and sand this, lay those maps down, spray some spray glue over it, and then put down some plastic, like table topping almost right here. So it'll be kind of cool. And then under here is where I'm going to put my cooler and stuff for like pots and pans and stuff like that. But like I said in my very first video, I wanted this to be pretty minimalistic and pretty easy going, so I feel like it's definitely gonna cater to what I need. So those springs look like they're definitely holding up, but those polyurethane bushings are starting to compress a little bit, which is totally natural putting this on right here. Like I said, they're rated to 1,200 pounds a piece. I don't think I'll really exceed that, but it's surprising how much weight you start adding on when you start building this. So just something to kind of think about, but definitely getting pretty excited seeing how things are turning out. I didn't have any plans for this when I first started. I kind of just did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos, kind of checked out a whole bunch of things, and it probably would have saved me some time and maybe a little bit of headache if I would have had plans. But as you build it, you kind of think what you want it to accomplish and kind of what you want it to be all about. So if you have plans, you might end up deviating from those plans or whatever. So this has totally been a cut by cut, piece by piece puzzle that I've assembled and put together. So hope to be done with it within the next month or so. So like I was saying, next part is to come up, put my roof on, put my cross members across, put my vent in, my roof vent, and finish the front piece on this cabinet here, and just little things here and there, and then the skins. the 032 aluminum skins that I'll be putting on it. So getting close. But a lot of you guys have had some comments and questions. I've been trying to get back to you as soon as I could on those. If anything else comes up, let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions or talk to you about these if you decide you want to build one. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.